This is our 18th lecture. In this lecture, we will review Takaful, the difference between Islamic insurance and conventional insurance. In the last lecture, we discussed in detail all things hybrid model, Mudarba model, Wakala model. Takaful nowadays uh, is getting famous in Islamic institutions, but till now, people in Islamic countries they are very impressed by conventional insurance. They are involved in conventional insurance. Even we can see many of us, they are the part of life insurance. They are the part of different kind of insurance in Pakistan. These insurance companies are conventional. So conventional insurance is considered haram. Which one lastly I discussed. Due to three reasons, conventional insurance is haram. But in spite of this, insurance companies present insurance, different types of insurance in the packet of Sharia. Apparently, they neglect the haram component, but in fact, they are involved in three haram elements. So for these components, conventional insurance is haram. But Islamic insurance or Takaful is free from these three components. These three components. So here we are going to explain the difference between Islamic insurance, that is Takaful, and conventional insurance. So Islamic insurance and conventional insurance difference is discussed with respect to 5 headings. The first difference between Islamic insurance and conventional insurance is with respect to the contracts. Both insurance are different in the contracts. Their terms and conditions in the contract are different. So let's see the Islamic insurance, the Islamic insurance in contract. The point of view in the contract in Islamic insurance is that the contracts among the participants of Islamic insurance, here is in Islamic insurance, the contracts among participants of the Takaful fund is the contract of the borough. The contract among the participants of Islamic insurance is the contract of the borough. That is gift, that is donation. You know, out of total amount of Takaful contribution, Takaful funds, Takaful participants and Takaful companies are agreed upon a specific shares given up by the participant as tabarru. So this tabarru, this donation, this gift is just for cooperation, just for mutual help, just to compensate for the suffered participant. So this contract is very transparent. So the Takaful contract in Islamic insurance is very transparent, very clear. in which the borrower is very clear, the remaining payment is very clear, nothing is hidden. Now, let's see the conventional insurance with respect to the contract. Let's see the conventional insurance with respect to the contract. I am going to highlight. So, in the conventional insurance is a contract of sale and purchase agreements. Conventional insurance is a sale and purchase agreement between the insurer mean company, and the insured upon the insurance करवाने वाला, which the insurers buy and the insurers sell. Insurance product, sorry for that. So conventional insurance is the contract. Conventional insurance is the contract of sale and purchase agreement between the insurer, between the company and the insurer of any insurance products. इस पर insurance product, which the insured buys, जिसको इंश्योरेंस करवाने वाला बाय करता है, and the insurer sells. For example, the conventional insurance contract is held between insurance company and the policy holder for a specific purpose, that is like home insurance, life insurance, vehicle insurance, and many types of insurance. So this type of insurance, this contract is like a sale and purchase agreement. इसमें क्या होता है, एक ये बेसिकली कन्वेंशनल इंश्योरेंस एक सेल एग्रीमेंट है, सेल परचेज एग्रीमेंट, जिसमें इंश्योरेंस करवाने वाला क्या करता है, वो अपनी प्रोडक्ट की, अपनी एसेट की, लाइफ होम इंश्योरेंस करवाता है, तो वो होम अनसर्टेनिटी को क्या करता है, बाय कर लेता है. किससे बाय करता है, इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से बाय करता है. ये उनके दरमियान एग्रीमेंट हो जाता है कि अगर किसी किस्म का लॉस होता है तो इंश्योरेंस करवाने वाला उस एसेट पर इंश्योरेंस को क्लेम कर सकता है, लॉस को क्लेम कर सकता है. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वेरी डिफरेंट. सो इन टर्म ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, both Islamic insurance and conventional insurance are very different. This is the first point. Now, the second point for which Islamic insurance and conventional insurance are different, that is the responsibility for providing protection. Second difference is responsibility for providing protection. Who provides protection? The question. Who is the responsible to provide protection? कौन प्रोटेक्शन का रिस्पॉन्सिबल है? अगर कोई लॉस हो जाता है तो लॉस होने के केस में या कोई प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है, then who is the responsible to protect? Who is the responsible to protect the asset? So let's see the Islamic insurance point of view. Islamic insurance point of view is very clear. This point of view is that policy holders, insurance participants, Takaful participants are responsible to protect each other through tabarruk. जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में तबर्रुक डिफाइन किया था ना उन्होंने, वो तबर्रुक यूज करते हैं पार्टिसिपेंट्स. In simple words, participants are responsible to protect each other, to share the burden of each other through tabarruk, through gift, through donation. Okay. So The Takaful operator only manages the Takaful operation on the behalf of participants. You can see in Takaful, you see two parties. First party is Takaful operators. Second party is the participants of Takaful. First party is Takaful participants, policy holders. Second party is Takaful operators. Who is responsible? The Takaful participants are responsible to protect the asset through the parole. But what is the responsibility of the Takaful operators, the Takaful companies? The Takaful companies only manage the Takaful operations, Takaful business, just on the behalf of the Takaful participants. Takaful participant बोलते हैं तो वो कंट्रोल करते हैं, otherwise they are not responsible. But they work. They are paid fee. They are paid some kind of surplus. उनको या तो कुछ ऑपरेटर को या तो प्रॉपर का कुछ शेयर दे दिया जाता है या उसको काला चीजें दी जाती है या हाइब्रिड मॉडल के में हम वर्क करते हैं. So this is the point of view about the responsibility for providing protection of Islamic insurance. In Islamic insurance, participants are responsible to share the burden, and Takaful operators are just manage the Takaful business on the behalf of Takaful participants. Now we are going to see the conventional insurance point of view. What conventional scholars say about Islamic conventional insurance. Conventional scholars report that here non-Takaful companies mean conventional companies. Here I am going to highlight. Conventional companies, insurance companies, they provide protection. They provide protections in return for premiums. In return for premium. जो नॉन तकाफुल कंपनीज हैं या कन्वेंशनल इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज हैं वो क्या करती हैं? प्रोटेक्शन देती हैं. किसके अगेंस्ट प्रोटेक्शन देती हैं? उस प्रीमियम के अगेंस्ट जो तकाफुल पार्टिसिपेंट सबमिट करवाते हैं एनुअल या मंथली. So here, policy holders have no relationship among themselves, even though they contribute to the same insurance fund. Very interesting thing. In Takaful participants know each other and they are responsible each other burden or loss. Here, insurance company is responsible against premium and policy holders have no relationship among themselves, even though they contribute for the same purpose. Their purpose is same, their target is same, their policy is same, but they don't know each other. What is the big difference between insurance and conventional insurance and Islamic insurance companies? So this is the difference with respect to responsibility for providing protections. Now I am going to discuss the third difference, that is the surplus. Surplus means the profit from insurance business. Definitely, insurance companies invest in productive investments. Maybe they invest in commercial banks for interest-based investments. Two kinds of investment: productive investment and interest. First, interest-based investment. Second one is non-interest-based investment. Okay. Interest-based investment is held mostly in conventional banks, in conventional insurance companies, and non and and in Islamic insurance, non-interest-based investment is held. Non-interest investment is held. So here, one thing is very common. That is the Takaful funds or insurance funds. Both funds are invested by Takaful companies or conventional companies. Now let's see the point of view of Islamic insurance company about Takaful. Islamic insurance companies' point of view is that all Takaful surplus, Takaful profits belongs to the participant. First one is we have done in last three models. The Takaful funds is invested by the Takaful participant and by the Takaful operators. Both work as Mudarba mode of finance. Then first the profit is used to compensate the suffered participant. The remaining profit is distributed between the Takaful operators and Takaful participants. But surplus is very common. मुदारबा मोड ऑफ फाइनेंस ऑफ बढ़ते हैं, जितना भी तकाफुल फंड होता है वो सारे का सारा इन्वेस्ट हो जाता है, स्वाय तबर्रों के, स्वाय कुछ पोर्शन के, जो पोर्शन तकाफुल पार्टिसिपेंट क्या कर देते हैं, डोनेट कर देते हैं एक दूसरे की हेल्प करने के लिए. रिमेनिंग तकाफुल फंड क्या हुआ, इन्वेस्ट कर दिया. किन्होंने इन्वेस्ट किया, तकाफुल कंपनी. जब इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसेस कंप्लीट होता है, आफ्टर द कंप्लीशन ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसेस, द प्रोसीड्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, जो इन्वेस्टमेंट के प्रोसीड्स हैं, बेनिफिट्स हैं, लॉस, वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होंगे. इनमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होंगे जिस तरह मुदारबा मोड ऑफ फाइनेंस में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होते हैं, इस तरह यहाँ भी बेनिफिट्स एंड लॉस डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होंगे. So here, in case of benefits, in case of profit, the Takaful surplus, it means the surplus from Takaful business will goes to the participants after compensation to the suffered person. Suffered participants को पार्टिसिपेंट के लॉस को कंपनसेट करने के बाद रिमेनिंग प्रॉफिट किनके पास जाएगा, पार्टिसिपेंट के पास. तकाफुल ऑपरेटर को भी कुछ शेयर मिलेगा मैनेजमेंट के लिए. बट ए पोर्शन ऑफ द सरप्लस इज टू बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड बैक टू द पार्टिसिपेंट. अब पार्टिसिपेंट को कितना शेयर मिलेगा, आफ्टर reducing the operator share and after reducing the compensation to the suffered person. लॉस फुलफिल करने के बाद और ऑपरेटर के शेयर को कंपनसेट करने के बाद जो रिमेनिंग प्रॉफिट होगा वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा. सो दिस इज द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ सरप्लस इन इस्लामिक इंश्योरेंस. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ प्रॉफिट इन कन्वेंशनल इंश्योरेंस. वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. Only in one sentence. All surplus, any surplus, any profit will belong to the insurance companies. All profits will be belong to the insurance companies. Insurance companies के पास सारा profit चला जाएगा, वो distribute नहीं होगा. That is the point. That is a very clear difference between Islamic insurance companies, between Islamic insurance and conventional insurance with respect to the profits. Now, the next difference is the liability of insurer or operator. Liability of the insurance companies. What is the difference between Islamic insurance and conventional insurance with respect to the liability of insurance company? What is the liability of insurance company in Islamic finance, in Islamic insurance? The liability of Islamic insurance company, the liability of Islamic insurance company is that the Takaful operator work on the behalf of participants. Very interesting. The Takaful operators, the Takaful companies work, invest on the behalf of Takaful participants and pays the claims from the Takaful funds. अगर किसी का लॉस हो जाता है तो वो लॉस कहां से फुलफिल करेगा? Takaful company will pay the claims from Takaful funds. अगर किसी का लॉस हो जाए, कोई सफर कर जाता है, गाड़ी की डैमेज हो जाती है, ये घर की दीवार गिर जाती है, कोई इशू बन जाता है, देन क्या होगा? देन Takaful operator pays the claim from Takaful fund. Takaful fund से लेगा और क्लेम पूरा कर देगा. That is the point. Now, what is the liability of insurance company in conventional insurance? What is the liability of insurance company in conventional insurance? Who is the liable? What is the liability of insurance company in conventional insurance? So, in conventional insurance, the insurance company is responsible to pay claims for assets. The insurance company is responsible to pay claims for its assets. From its assets. अब इंश्योरेंस कंपनी अपने फंड से, शेयर होल्डर फंड से, जो जरूरी नहीं है कि वो शेयर होल्डर फंड से, वो अपने इंश्योरेंस फंड से जो भी उसके टोटल इंश्योरेंस फंड है वो उनसे क्लेम पूरा करेगी. तकाफुल फंड जरूरी नहीं है. तकाफुल फंड जो पार्टिसिपेंट करते हैं उन्हीं से वो करते थे क्लेम, लेकिन यहाँ पे वो क्लेम कैसे पूरा करेगी? शेयर होल्डर के फंड से, दूसरा इंश्योरेंस फंड से. दैट इज द लायबिलिटी ऑफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी to pay the claims. So the liability of the insurance company, the liability of Islamic insurance company to pay the claims from the Takaful fund, only from the Takaful fund, which is a contribution of participants. But the liability of insurance company in Islamic conventional insurance is to pay claims from its own efforts. The next one, investment. The next difference is between Islamic insurance and conventional insurance with respect to investments. With respect to investment, both insurance companies are different in investment. Very simple. The investment in Islamic insurance is held in such a way that the investment in Islamic insurance is conducted in such a way that all funds are invested in Sharia compliant investments. All Takaful contribution is invested by Takaful operators in Sharia compliant investment. Sharia compliant investment means which the ways of investment, which ones are allowed by Sharia. ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट में इन्वेस्टमेंट हो सकती है. इस्लामिक इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स में इन्वेस्टमेंट करेगी जिनको शरिया ने लॉ किया हुआ है, अदरवाइज वो इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं करेगी. लाइक बीयर में इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं होगी, पग में इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं होगी, राइट? इन चीजों में इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं होगी. बट द अदर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ conventional insurance companies. So the investment pattern of conventional insurance company is different. That is, the funds received from shareholders, from policyholders. The funds received from policyholders may be invested in both Sharia and non-Sharia compliant investment. So in conventional insurance, investments might be held for both Sharia and non-Sharia compliant investment. इसमें हलाल हराम की कोई तमीज नहीं है. तो कन्वेंशनल इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट में इन्वेस्टमेंट कर सकती है. इंटरेस्ट बेस्ड भी इन्वेस्टमेंट हो सकती है, नॉन इंटरेस्ट बेस्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट होती है. So these are the very clear difference. You must keep in your mind the difference. You will find one question from this difference. Okay. So this one is your responsibility to prepare. It can be asked in different ways. So you must prepare this difference. So now I'm going to close our lecture. So if you have any question, you can ask. Yes, I am here to listen your question. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Atif. Atif.
सर आतिफ
Atif.
सर आतिफ नहीं है क्लास में.
Okay. Okay.
जी सर मैं हूँ क्लास में हूँ सर.
Okay. आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी. Okay, बेटा, I'm going to